Hi again, everyone. This is Tim from Cleveland Baseball Fan 879, and this is game 157 of the 2007 Cleveland Indians Strat-O-Matic Mostly Advanced Replay. This is a little bit of an interesting game in Major League Baseball history. This game is taking place at Safeco Field, but the Mariners are not the home team. No. The reason is because their 3 games in the opening series were snowed out, and as of this time period, they made up 2 out of the 3 games, but they did not make up the third. So what Major League Baseball decided to do was to make up the game here and give the Indians the option of being the home team, which they accepted. So they will be the home team for this game, even though the game is in Seattle. All right, so the pitching matchup for today's game is Ryan Feierabend. It's Feierabend. I believe it's Feierabend, against Fausto Carmona. And Carmona's stats on the season are he is 15-9, 190 and 2/3 innings pitched, 70 earned runs allowed, 53 walks, and 125 strikeouts with a 3.30 ERA. Excuse me. And the pitching and the lineup for the Mariners, or the quote-unquote visiting team. Leading off in center field, Ichiro Suzuki. Batting second and third base, Adrian Beltre. Batting third, and former New York Yankee, or future New York Yankee, Raul Ibanez. Batting fourth and playing right field, Jose Guillen. Batting fifth, a guy who was traded to Seattle for Shin-Soo Choo. Playing first base, Ben Broussard. Batting sixth and catching, Kenji Jojima. Batting seventh and playing left field, Jeremy Reed. Batting eighth and playing second base is Jose Lopez, and batting ninth and playing shortstop is Willie Bloomquist. The defensive alignment for the Indians, going from left to right, Ben Francisco in left, Grady Sizemore in center, and Jason Michaels in right. Infield from third to first, Casey Blake at third, Asdrubal Cabrera at short. Luis Rivas getting the start, seeing this is game 1 of a doubleheader. Former Twin playing second base, and Ryan Garco at first, with Victor Martinez behind the plate catching Fausto Carmona. And here's the pitch to Ichiro. And 4-8 against the lefty, a leadoff single. And once again, they will test. They're holding him on, so it'll be 1-15 because the arm of Martinez does not reduce that any. So 1-15, and Ichiro steals it. And do they want him to try to steal third? He'd be 1-9. Now they'll stop right there. All right, so runner on second for Beltre. 2-7. Fly ball to center. And Sizemore will retire Beltre. 1 away. Here's Raul Ibanez. And 6-6 against the lefty is a ground ball to second. But going to third is Ichiro, but there are 2 down. For Jose Guillen, former Pirate. 2-7, and a hole in the 2 column is found. Fly ball to center, so the leadoff single does no damage, and we go to the bottom half of the first. The Mariners nothing, and the Indians coming to bat. All right, Feierabend. Here's the order he will face for the Indians. Sizemore, Cabrera, Travis Hafner, the designated hitter, Martinez, Garco, and Michaels, Blake, Francisco, and Rivas. Okay. And I guess I should say the Indians come into the game with a 74 and 82 record. The Mariners come in with a 75 and 81 record. 6-9 against the lefty swing and a miss, strike 3. There's this Dribble Cabrera. Give you stats on Sizemore. Sizemore came into the game batting .271 with 17 homers and 62 RBIs. As Dribble Cabrera comes into the game batting .243 with 3 homers and 7 RBIs. Switch hitter batting right-handed for 7 and a 13. That's into the gap, and into second with a 1-out double is Dribble Cabrera. Switch hitter batting right-handed. Okay, that brings up Travis Hafner. Travis on the season, .236 average, 31 homers, 90 RBIs. And here is Hafner. Lefty-lefty matchup. And that's a fly ball to center. Ichiro puts it away, 2 down for Victor Martinez. .306 average, 30 homers, 111 RBIs. 2 down here in the bottom of the first. Three base hit to right field. And not the guy you want to run on. Cabrera not being held on. Makes him a 14. 2 outs makes him a 16. But Guillen is a -4. So he'd be 1-12. Well, with Garco being like a .260 hitter, we're going to send him. So 1-12, and Cabrera scores. There's a 6, and he scores, so a little bit of aggressive base running, but 60% chance is better than nothing. And they run on Guillen, and his throw is up the line. And Martinez has RBI number 112, and the Indians are out to a 1-0 lead. And here's Ryan Garco. .211, and good thing they didn't do it. They did take that chance. Ground ball to short, and they'll go the short way to get Martinez. And that will retire the side, but the Indians do get a run and lead 1-0 after 1. And by the way, Garco came into the game batting .273, so I said he was a .260 guy, but he was a little bit better than that. But all right, so Garco is retired, and we'll go to the top of the second. Broussard, Jojima, and Reed face Fausto Carmona. Here's Broussard. And 2-7 against a righty swing and a miss, strike 3. First strikeout for Carmona. Here's Kenji Jojima. And swing and a miss, strike 3. So first 2 down on strikes here in the second inning. That brings up Jeremy Reed, the left fielder. And that's a line drive right to Rivas, and that will retire the side. So go to the bottom of the second. Indians 1, Mariners 0. And Michaels, Blake, and Francisco due up. And Michaels on the season, .236 average, 7 homers, 33 RBIs. Hold on. One, 4, and against the lefty, popped them up to second. And Lopez will retire Michaels 1 away. Here's Casey Blake, 257 average, 20 homers, 73 RBIs. And 4-8, there's a base hit to center field. And here's Ben Francisco getting a little bit of playing time after the Indians had clinched. 176 average, 3 homers, 5 RBIs, and Blake not being held on. Two, 5, and against either side, there's a base hit for Francisco. Going to third is Blake, and the Indians have runners on the corners with 1 out for Luis Rivas, who has only had 2 at-bats with the Indians and is 1 for 2. And I'll take a quick timeout here to show you Rivas's card. Just a second. And there is Rivas's card. A lot of home run chances, but can't overuse them. You didn't have that many at-bats, so be right back to the action. Okay, and Rivas is up. They will... First and third, 1 out. They will bring the infield in. Oops. And here's the pitch to Rivas. 5-7. Batting right-handed. That 19 means that's a line drive to third. And 2 down. And here's Grady Sizemore, another chance for a 2-out hit. .611 draws a walk. Some bases are full of Indians. For Asdrubal Cabrera, who doubled his first time up. Three, 5 against the lefty. That's a base hit to center field. Rounding third and heading home is Blake. Rounding third and heading home is Francisco. Going to third is Sizemore. And a clutch 2-out, 2-run single for Asdrubal Cabrera. And the Indians have a 3-0 lead. So scoring, going to third. He stays there. Here's Travis Hafner, flew out his first time up. All runs so far coming with 2 men out. 3-11, ground ball to first. And Broussard steps on the bag himself. Retire the side, but the Indians get 2 here in the second, and going to the top of the third, lead 3-0. And Carmona will face Lopez, Bloomquist, and Ichiro here in the top of the third. And that ball is driven to deep left field, and going back and looking up is Francisco, and it's out of here. A 1-9 home run chance, that 2 passes. So just like that, the Mariners have cut the deficit to 3-1. And here's Willie Bloomquist. And 410 against a righty, swing and a miss, strike 3. So strikeout number 3 for Fausto. And here's Ichiro, lead off with a single and stole a base. And found the right column. The 2 column is not very strong for Ichiro. Fly ball to left. 2 down. And here's Adrian Beltre. Flew out his first time up. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So after the leadoff homer, Carmona settles down and retires the next 3. But going to the bottom of the 3rd, it's the Indians 3 and the Mariners 1. This was not a close game in real life, but as we always know, the dice will tell. All right, Feierabend will face Martinez, Garco, and Michaels here in the bottom of the 3rd. And here's Victor. And 4-8 against a righty. That's a base hit. So 2 for 2 for Victor. Not holding him on. Here's Ryan Garco. Grounded out to end the bottom of the 1st. And here's the pitch to Garco. And 1-7 against the lefty. He gets hit. And let's see if they have how many times he was. They do not have it on his strat card. On the strat season, he has been hit. This will be number 21. So he's trying to do his best Don Baylor or Craig Biggio impersonation. So 1st and 2nd. For Jason Michaels. Michaels popped out his first time up. Two 7, fly ball to center. Ichiro will track that down, and everybody will go back to their respective bases. 1 away. For Casey Blake, who singled his first time up. 2-4, popped him up behind home plate, and the catcher Jojima will retire Casey Blake. 2 down, but then again, this is where the Indians have scored all their runs so far. It's up to Francisco. And that will happen again. Base hit for Francisco. He's 2 for 2. Scoring from 2nd is Martinez. Going to 3rd is Garco. And the Indians get their run back and regain a 3-run lead. Here's Luis Rivas. The runners on 1st and 3rd. For 8 against a righty. There's a base hit for Rivas. Scoring from 3rd is Garco. Going to 3rd is Francisco. And the Indians have a 5-1 lead, and the bullpen action will start for the Mariners, excuse me. Timeout for just a second. Okay, so the Mariners, they're not going to try to let Feierabend pitch to any more batters. He's given up 5 in 2 2/3 innings, which is honestly how far he got in the real game. So we will take Feierabend out. Let me see how many runs he gave up in the real game. Gave up 6. All right, well, that's close enough. All right, here comes Jorge Campillo, and I will show you his card in just a second. And there is Campillo's card, and we'll be right back right after this. Okay, so Grady Sizemore will now step in. We'll have Campillo. As this is that he's already faced 18 batters, did Feierabend. Indians lead 5-1. And here's Campillo. He's actually kind of tough against lefties. 5-10, fly ball to center. Ichiro will put it away, and that retires the side, but the Indians get 2 more. And after 3 complete, it is the Indians 5 and the Mariners 1. And Carmona will stay out for start at the top of the 4th. Ibanez, Guillen, and Broussard. Of course, this is game 1 of a doubleheader. The Indians will go back to being the visiting team for game 2. Here's Ibanez. To the shortstop, 3 and a 5. No, Cabrera is a shortstop, not Peralta. 2 and a 5 is easy. So, good play by Cabrera, retiring Ibanez, 1 away. Do not want to get the Cabrera's air check. He's an E26 at short. So good range, not so good on the air check at short. Here's Guillen. 4-4, the center fielder on a 19. Any fielder gets to that, including Grady Sizemore. Tracks it down. 2 down. And here's Ben Broussard. 0 for 1 with the strikeout. 5-8 against the lefty. Ground ball to second. Rivas fires to first to get Broussard. 1-2-3 go the Mariners here in the 4th. And we go to the bottom half. Indians lead 5-1. And Campillo will come back out. He actually pitched 2 2/3 innings in this game. So he will be in for long relief. And to eat up innings so that they can save the bullpen for the second game of the doubleheader. So part of the reason why this game ended up being 12 to... So what the actual score of this game was. Yeah, 12-4. The Indians actually had scored 8 runs in the bottom of the 3rd to blow a game that they were losing 2-0 wide open. So that's how this happened. We'll see. Here's Cabrera to face Campillo. Switch hitter batting left-handed. 4-2, fly ball to right. 1 away. Here's Travis Hafner. And, only a 1-6 single chance. That's an 8. So line drive caught by the second baseman. 2 down. And here's Victor Martinez. 6-5, switch hitter batting left-handed. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that will retire the side. Go to the top of the 5th. Indians lead 5-1. And Carmona will face Garco, Michaels, and Blake. Carmona will face Jojima, Reed, and Lopez. Garco, Michaels, and Blake will be due up in the bottom of the 5th. 4-3, fly ball to right, and Michaels will put it away, 1 down. Here's Jeremy Reed. 3-6, swing and a miss, strike 3. And here's Jose Lopez. 2 down. 3-8. Pumped him up to short. And that will retire the side. So we go to the bottom of the 5th. And Campillo will come out for his. Technically, well, he start the second full inning of work. He's gone an inning and a third scoreless so far. Garco, Michaels, and Blake. One, 7, found the hole in that column, ground ball back to the mound. And that will retire Garco, 1 down. Here's Jason Michaels. 2-7, fly ball to center. 2 down. And here's Casey Blake. 3-7. On a 14, that will pass. On a 1-15, that's a base hit. So 2-out single for Blake. Here's Ben Francisco. 2 for 2 with 2 singles. 5-9 against a righty. And that's a base hit. So Francisco 3 for 3. Moving to third on the play is Blake. And here's Luis Rivas. 1 for 2 with an RBI single. Six, 7. Second base X. Okay, 4 would have actually want to get it on the air check. But nope, 10's out of range. He's an E10, so for Lopez, a 5-10, and that will end the inning. No, a 3, and that will be an error. So Lopez boots it. Oh, whoops, forgot about that. First and third. Going to second is Francisco. Scoring on the error is Blake. And the Indians extend their lead to 6-1. So first and second with 2 down. And here's Grady Sizemore. 0 for 2 with a walk. 2-8. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So the Indians add on to their lead. And we go to the top of the 6th. Indians are leading 6-1. And here's Carmona to face a Willie Bloomquist. Let's see here. All right, here's Willie Bloomquist. They'll send Campillo out, but John Parrish is loosening in the pen. And 1-7 against a righty. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Bloomquist down on strikes for the second time. Here's Ichiro. 1 for 2 with a single. 4-6 against the lefty. Draws a walk. They will hold him on, but down 6-1, he will not be stealing. And here's Adrian Beltre. 6-3, back to the mound. Ooh, a 2 and a 19 might help him out here. 2 and a 19. Okay, won't get to it, but at this point, you just want outs, and they'll get one. They'll throw out Beltre. Moving to second is Ichiro, but there are 2 outs. And here's Raul Ibanez. 6-7 against the lefty. 1-3 single. The 8 is too high. So that'll be fielded by Garko. He'll step on the bag himself and retire the side. We go to the bottom of the 6th. And Campillo will come back out. He has allowed the 1 unearned run in 2 1/3 innings pitched. Although this is his, we'll say this is his point of weakness inning. Even though he could technically get 2 more outs before he is weak, but we'll just say this is his point of weakness inning. And here's Asdrubal Cabrera, single and a double in 3 attempts. 3-4 against a righty. Fly ball to left. And that's 1 away. Here's Travis Hafner. 6-8 against the lefty. 6-8. 1-16 triple chance. The 15 passes. And so Travis Hafner with a 1-out triple. And here's Victor Martinez. 6-6 against the lefty. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So 2 down. And now he has to get through Ryan Garko. 3-5, swing and a miss, strike 3. So Campillo pitched pretty well for 3 1/3 innings pitched. And he will make way for John Parrish. As we go to the 7th, Carmona's point of weakness. He has faced 21 batters through 6 innings, so 3 over the minimum. Guillen, Broussard, and Jojima. And here's the pitch to Guillen. Actually, with a 5-run deficit, they're going to call on some players that maybe won't get into a game. They're going to call Guillen back. And Vladimir Balentien will come in and pinch hit for Guillen. Balentien would not have a great MLB career, but he'd have a much better career over in Japan. And boy, Balentien doesn't have that many at-bats, so all against righties. So right-handed hitter for Balentien. And he runs at a... Okay, so here's Balentien pinch hitting for Guillen. To 11, and that ball is driven deep to center field, and that ball is out of here. Like literally his card, I'll show you his card right here. Literally, that is his card, either home run or double. And he hit one of the home run chances. So Balentien makes it a 6-2 game. And Ben Broussard will stay in the game. For 2. 4-7, lefty, fly ball to center. 1 away. And here's Kenji Jojima. They will have Rob Johnson come in and pinch hit for him. Another uncarded player, which I don't have. Which I have, but I don't have him for printed out. So he's a right-handed hitter. Here is Rob Johnson to take Jojima's place. One 7, 1-16 single chance. There's a 14, so Johnson is on with a single. And Jeremy Reed will stay in the game. And Carmona is one away from being weak here in the 7th with one out in a 6-2 game. 3-2 fly ball to left, 2 down, and here is Jose Lopez. Six, 8. And against the righty, that's a walk, and Carmona is now tired. They will let him try to pitch to Bloomquist. Tom Masney. Yeah, they'll let him pitch to Bloomquist, and then Rafael Perez will be loosening to try to get Ichiro for the final out, if need be. There's Bloomquist. 2-2 draws a walk, and Carmona has run out of gas. And Rafael Perez will come into the game. Perez, 58 innings pitched, 22 earned runs allowed, 11 walks, 62 strikeouts, a 3.41 ERA with a 0 wins and 1 loss record. And he will try to get Ichiro. Walked and singled in 3 attempts. 4-6 popped him up. Second baseman Rivas is there, and that will retire the side. So the one down here, one run in for the Mariners, and stretch time, and probably the strangest 7th inning stretch that the Seattle fans will ever see. They'll say root for the home team, and it will say the Mariners, not the Indians. Okay. Yes, you can probably hear it raining outside my door. Or outside my window, I should say. Okay. Campillo will be replaced. He did a fantastic job only allowing the one unearned run. And John Parrish will replace Mike Campillo here. And he'll face Michaels, Blake, and Francisco here. One 5 against the lefty, ground ball to second. And Michaels will be retired, one away. Casey Blake. Blake is 2 for 3 with 2 singles. 5-6 and draws a walk. All right, won't do the Dave Gardner Pantera Nice. So here's Ben Francisco, 3 for 3 with 3 singles. Three, 7 against the lefty, swing and a miss, strike 3. So 2 down here in the bottom of the 7th for Luis Rivas. 3-6 against the lefty. 1-7 single chance. That's a 10, so that's a line drive caught by the third baseman, and that will retire the side. We go to the 8th, and Perez will stay on. Face Beltre, Ibanez, and Ballantien. 2-3 against the lefty, ground ball to short, and that will retire Beltre, 1 down. Here's Raul Ibanez. 4-4, swing and a miss, strike 3. And here's Ballantien. One, 5, and against lefties, he is not good. Ground ball to second, and that will retire the side. We will go to the bottom of the 8th, and we will send a Parrish back out. Joe Borowski is loosening in the pen for the Indians to try to close this out. And we'll make some defensive changes for the Mariners. We'll get Adam Jones in the game to play center field to replace Ichiro. So he will replace Ichiro leading off. And Michael Morse, the legend of the San Francisco Giants, came long-haired. And he will replace Beltre at third base. Beltre replaced by Michael Morse. All right, I won't get all the changes that were made. Then again, this was a blowout game for. It was 12-4, but this is 6-2. All right, here's Grady Sizemore, 5th time up, facing John Parrish. 1-3 against the lefty, swing and a miss, strike 3. So the collar for Sizemore. Here's Asdrubal Cabrera. He is 2 for 4. 5-7. Switch hitter batting right-handed, single to left field. And they will not hold him on. Here's Travis Hafner. 6-2 against the lefties. First base X. That is Broussard. 3 and a 6. So he'll get to it. He'll only play as the first. He'll throw to Parrish covering. There are 2 outs, runner on second for Victor Martinez. .410. Switch hitter batting right-handed, fly ball to center, and Jones puts it away, and we'll go to the 9th. Joe Borowski will get some work. 4-run lead here in the top of the 9th. I'd rather save him for a doubleheader, but he's got some innings to burn. Okay. Let's see here. Joe Borowski. 7 wins, 3 losses, 49 innings pitched, 36 earned runs allowed, 5 walks, 39 strikeouts, 22 saves, and 34 opportunities, and a 6.61 ERA. And Borowski will face Jojima, Johnson, and maybe Jeremy Reed. No, they're going to get a pinch hitter for Jeremy Reed. Here's the pitch to Broussard. 0 for 3. 1-3, base hit to right field. So leadoff single for Broussard. They will not hold him on. And here is Rob Johnson. And Johnson to face Borowski. 5-5, fly ball to left. And that will retire Johnson, and they will call Jeremy Reed back. Jeff Clement will hit for Jeremy Reed. Right-handed hitter. Actually, he is only a DH, so we'll need to get somebody else to play left field. And we'll work that out if that comes to be. We'll just move Willie Bloomquist into the outfield. All right, so here's Jeff Clement. 1 out here in the top of the 9th. 3-9. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And the last chance for the Mariners is Jose Lopez. 3-6, popped him up. Third baseman Blake is there, and that's your ball game. So final score from Safeco Field, with the Indians being the home team. Indians 6, Mariners 2. We'll be right back right after this. All right. 6 runs, 11 hits, no errors for the Indians. 2 runs, 5 hits, 1 error for the Mariners. Fausto Carmona, your winning pitcher. He goes 6 2/3 innings. And Perez and Borowski finish up the rest. Your losing pitcher is Ryan Feierabend. And I will not be playing hyper fast scoring in this video because this is the first game of a doubleheader. I will be doing it in the second game of the doubleheader for game 158. All right, everybody, thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell icon. You'll be notified of any new videos if you hit the subscribe button. And whatever games you are playing, please enjoy them to your fullest. Have a good night, everybody.